I am afraid of queuing right now, man. I'm 1207 elo and I'm at my elo peak. I just hit Emerald 1 and I'm afraid that I'm going to queue my first game in Emerald, get like a BT seed and just not be able to find the BT and then just lose. And I don't know. I'm just really scared about that. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sean, why did you bait me to click into this video? It is clickbait, but like it's also not. So while like I am being a little bit hyperbolic in the title, and I don't have an actual, literal, real life, insane stalker that follows me around, the story that I'm going to tell today is at the very least amusing, and I thought it was something worth talking about. But I do have to give a little bit of background, and I promise it's related. First off, I like playing Fortnite. I know that doesn't seem related at all. Trust me, I'm getting there. I play very casually, right? I'm not like a bad player, but I'm not like insane at the game. I don't play competitive, you know. I play like the public lobbies. I have a group subscription. I buy some skins every now and there. I finish my battle pass every season. It's not like my main game though, right? I just play like a couple times a week with friends. Basically enough to just like do the battle pass pretty much. Now that's kind of set up. A few weeks ago, I was playing one of these public lobbies, right? And I have a second account that I like to run duos with, so I can get more like V-Bucks, right? Just so I can like gift myself stuff from that account to my main account, something cool you can do. Just think it's kind of funny. It also just so happens to be a Switch account, which kind of puts you in these like cross-platform lobbies with other Switch accounts and like mobile players, which kind of means that they're a little bit easier. So anyways, I'm playing, I'm chilling. I got a Sabrina Carpenter skin. I'm shooting. I'm driving around. I see a player, so I drive over to him and I hit him with my car. It does like 70 damage, right? I get out of my car to like finish the fight, you know, pull up my shotgun, just like shotgun him or whatever. But he hops in my car that I just got out of, right? And I get on the hood of the car. And so we're in this situation where he's driving the car and I'm on the hood of the car and I have a clear shot to just beam him, right? Just laser beam just directly into him. He's dead 100%, right? I know this. So instead, what I decide to do is I just start emoting. I think this is the funniest thing ever, right? This dude is panicking, trying to give away. He's driving my car, and I'm just sitting there emoting. And I think this is so funny. I'm Sabrina Carpenter. Like, I don't know. You just, like, can't mix this stuff up, right? Alright, future editor me here, and man, I am embarrassed that I almost died in the lava there. I literally had to eat my enchanted golden apple, which at least providing the fire res did like a little bit, but anyways, back to the story. So he hops out of the car, and I think that we're gonna actually have like a real fight, right? So I'm getting ready, I pull out my shotgun, and I'm like, alright, we're gonna like finish this fight, and then he starts emoting too, and I'm like, oh, okay, like we're gonna be friendly, so I think that's kind of cool. So I just decided to like start emoting with him, whatever. We're just having a good time, just chilling. And he sends me a friend request because like on the card, like it'll show your username. Although like, you know, it doesn't have like the usernames above your head. It'll have like the username like on the vehicle of the car. It'll show that it's your car if there's like a skin attached to it. So he sends me like a friend request. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, you know, it's just like a friend request. I don't really care all that much. Maybe he'll play a game or something with me. I don't really care all that much, to be honest. So I accept that, and then we like move on, right? We all just go our separate ways for the rest of the game. The game ends. I don't really even remember what happens for the rest of the game. It's pretty much irrelevant. It's just like, I don't think we see each other. We just go our separate ways, and then whatever happens. Then I go to the lobby, and I have like a message from him, right? He's like, I got 4,000 wins. I'll carry you anytime. Not a problem. Just let me know. I'm just like, bro, I'm just playing casually, and like I don't really care how many like wins you got. I'm just like here for fun. Also, I was the one that was like completely destroying you. I was like the one trolling you, right? Like I was the one emoting, and you were like panicking, trying to like drive away, and then you decided to emote with me, and then we were like friends, you know? Like I think he just like completely misinterpreted like what the situation was. Like I was fully in control of that situation, you know what I mean? Like I was fully emoting on that guy. Anyway, so I think he like came across as like really cocky and kind of annoying. So I was like, I don't know. So I just like unfriend him. I don't say anything. I just unfriend him. I was like, I'm just not gonna deal with it. I don't really like care to play with this guy anymore. You know, friendship's over. Later that day, I'm chilling on Twitch, right? I'm watching some streams, I'm having a good time, and I see I got a DM. I got a whisper, I think is what they're called on Twitch, right? And usually on Twitch, when you get a whisper, it's usually like a scam or like an ad or like something just like really obnoxious. But I still like to read them. I like to see like what's going on. So I open this DM, and it's the same dude. Bro searched up my username on Twitch just to send me a DM because he like got butthurt that I unfriended him. I just want to reiterate, I have not said a single message to this guy. Not a single word. No voice chat, no text, nothing. And he's like sent me multiple messages and found me on Twitch. Huh? Anyways, so I bet you're wondering, what did this guy send you, right? Well, let me tell you. I'll also probably put it on the screen right now, just so like, I don't know, this is just unbelievable. He said, if you get in my lobbies again, I'm just gonna poop emoji you more. Stay mad. Was being nice, adding a roach like yourself. Easy money, but keep running with a car. Dude, what? That was my next message. Dude, what? I don't care about your 4K wins. Why did you have to stalk my username just to send me some hate? Clearly, bro forgot how our interaction in game went, so I said, check your ego, bro. You ain't good. That message really got under bro's skin because he came back again and he said, I had to humble you. You ran into a far superior player. Had you jumping around like a fish out of water. My 4K plus wins matters because I have 4 times more than you. There's just so much to unpack here. Like, first of all, the only damage dealt was the like 70 damage to you. No other damage was inflicted at all in our interaction whatsoever. So like, how can you say that you had me flopping around like a fish out of water when you didn't even do a single point of damage to me? Like, I'm just so lost. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how you can be so absolutely delusional. Does bro, were we playing the same game? Does he think I'm a different player? Like, I'm just so lost. The other thing is he like had to like look up my stats to like compare our like wins, where I've only been playing this game for, I don't know, a little bit over, I guess it's almost been about 2 years now, but like, you know, I haven't been playing since the beginning of this game, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure he has, right? So of course you're gonna have like 4 times as many wins as me. You've been playing for 5 times longer than me, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's just kind of funny. So I was actually like really curious because like, of course you're gonna have like 4,000 wins if you play this game like 24/7 nonstop. So I was really curious. I was like, what is this guy's like win ratio? What is this guy's kill death ratio? You know what I mean? Like, I gotta figure these stats out. You know, these are like much more effective stats at like figuring out who's a better player, right? And he doesn't have like awful stats, right? He's got a 19% win ratio and a 5 KD. Okay, that's not like that bad, to be honest, okay? But if you compare to mine, I have a 10 KD and a 30% win ratio. So I got like double his KD and 10% more on my win. Isn't that like unbelievably funny? Like, bro looked at my stats, was like, oh shoot, these stats are actually like kind of good. Let's look at your amount of wins you've got. You know what I mean? Like, bro had to find the one stat that he was better at me at just so he could like use that as a reference. I cannot. That is just like so unbelievably ironic, man. Bro is saying that he's a far superior player, but like in the scenario in which that we played the game, he didn't do a single point of damage to me in, and our stats also reflect that. You know what I mean? Like, I have like better stats than he does, and I just like, oh man, it's just so rich, man. This guy thinks that he's a far superior player to me. I'm just like a casual, and he's just like finding the one stat that is just slightly better than me so that he can point to that and say, see, I am a better player than you. Like, okay, sure, man. You play 24/7 nonstop. Sure, man. Like, you got me there. You know what I mean? Like, I can't beat you there. So I told him our real stats, and I said, bro, you play like 7 times more than me. Like, of course you're gonna have like 4 times as many wins. And bro comes back and he says, I don't play all day. I've been ranked in multiple seasons. Lamau, maybe one day you'll know what it's like to be good. Like, bro, I don't even play ranked. Like, you're trying to compare these stats, but like, I don't even play this game. Then he says, and your win rate and KD are actually bad. Oh, hello? Yours is worse than mine. At the end of the day, in a 1v1, I made you shake, and flop like a fish. Then I threw up the clown. Too easy. It was actually easy. You only hit me for 100 damage. No, bro, I'm pretty sure I only hit you for 70. But, I mean, I'll take it. I guess I hit you for more. I wasn't even aware of that. So I told him, I literally emoted in our fight because it wasn't that serious. I said, relax, buddy. And then he said, I don't play all day, but I looked at his stats. He has 23,000 matches. You know how long a game of Fortnite lasts? It's about 20 minutes, a little bit over. I mean, to be fair, you're not exactly like playing that entire time. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you'll die early on, but like I think on average you'd probably play for about 12 minutes. You know what 12 times 23,000 is? It's 250,000. 250,000 minutes. That's like roughly like half a year. A little bit more. Anyway, so he comes back again and he says, you can't FW me, moral of the story. I've been doing this, can't cap to me. And I was on my console for this lobby when you're on your PC. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're not on the superior platform. You know what I mean? Like, PCs are just better. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my problem that you're just like nerfing yourself for absolutely no reason. So I had to reply to this, right? And to give a little bit of like context to this, I kind of have to like tell you the format of his name because I think my response is really funny. But I don't want to like put him on blast or anything, so I don't want to like actually like give his actual real username, because at the end of the day, even though he thinks that this is like extremely serious and he's like the most goated player of all time, so good, insane at the game, like this is just funny to me. So let's just say his name is like Derek with the W's, right? That's not actually what his name, but it's something similar to that, I guess, like the similar formatting. Okay, so I said Derek with the Cope Lamau. I'm naming that my Switch account and it'll still have a higher win rate than you. He said, do it, I'm your dad. You doing that is unironically Cope will help me point you out too. You really are too free. And I didn't respond for like the day, right? And so he comes back again like later that day and he says, I know I broke that PC ego way too easy. Like, bro. So I said, I'm living in your head rent free, bro. You keep DMing me and then coming back hours later to send another message. So he comes back again. He says, I know the best players in the world. You legit don't understand. I'm a top 100 zero build player ever. 5-0 against Zemi. Remember, I'm like a ultra casual. You know what I mean? Like, I have no clue who these people are. He says 1-0 against Thieves. And I have phase members added. Okay, bro, I don't care. Like, I genuinely do not care. He said, come talk to me when you get good, little bro. Could have helped you out, but you wanted to ego someone 4 times better than you. Me with the ego. Me with the ego. I didn't send you a single message. I didn't send you a single message. I didn't do anything. You were the one who messaged me on Twitch. On Twitch after I unfriended you completely peacefully. By the way, I didn't say a single thing. I didn't say a single word to this man. I'm the one with the ego. I'm the one with the ego. So I told him that, right? I told him I'm not the one with the ego. It's the guy who stalks people's usernames because he got butthurt, he got unfriended. I told him he's a little freak. And he said, you got destroyed by someone on console while you're on PC. Again, not my problem that you're on the less superior platform. You know what I mean? Like, get a PC then. That's not my bad. Moral of the story, you're trash. I said, you didn't kill me, buddy. You didn't even damage me, LMAO. Then he says, LMAO, I got the clip of me making you flop like a fish. Bro's in denial like you didn't run up on me and get destroyed. That's real cope. So I said, show me. Okay, show me the clip. He said, I showed you when I dropped my sack on your face, you know? Like, okay, I said, good one, buddy. You got real evidence or you just gonna yap like a little baby boy? He said, I got the clip and your messages at the top prove it. You don't need evidence, dummy. You know who had you flopping like a fish in that car and shockwaved onto you and sent you packing like I do to you IRL. Did you in on a console too? Bro, I could read these messages all day. He said, you couldn't see me on my worst day, legit. Eliminating you was like beating my son if I had one. Child's Play. Bro, forgot he didn't even kill me. Like, oh dude, it just gets richer and richer the more and more he talks, and it's just the funniest thing, man. He said, let's see how confident you are. I'll be on Central and Dual Zero build. Queue up right now. And I said, bro, you got 0 brain cells. Like, I don't have DM notifications on for Twitch, bro. He said, you're scared. It's okay. Tell me a time and what server you're on. Queue with your bot again and come see me. If you're confident, you'll be in my lobby. Dude, I've done this to my friends. If you think you're good, put your pride and win rate on the line. I'll crush you again. Simple. Sadly, the messages kind of end there because from that point, he turned on block whispers from strangers on his Twitch chat. So I actually just like literally cannot send him another message. So I think that's actually kind of funny and very fitting that that was the end of that. So, you know, whatever. Anyways, so that was the story of how I got stalked on Fortnite. You know, I'm being a little bit hyperbolic, but I think it's still a really funny story. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the story. I thought it was very funny, very interesting, very entertaining. I don't know if I can do this every single time I do a commentary video where I do like a little story. At least ones that are not like as funny as this one, I think. But maybe I'll come up with something. I do have like another story I could tell at some point in the future. I probably want to save it just so I can talk about other stuff, I guess. But yeah, kind of circling back to like my last video, and after doing, you know, like the third one of this, I guess at this point, I actually really enjoy doing these. I think that they're pretty fun, pretty entertaining, and they're really easy to make. See my last video if you want a whole explanation about all that, but it's really like boring and kind of dull if I'm being completely honest. But yeah. Also, another thing I need to stop doing is I need to stop saying like and I say it, I literally just did it right there. I say it in like every single video, like all the time. Just did it again, obviously. Like I have a serious issue with this. I think in this video I was pretty decent at it, mostly because there was actually like a story for me to tell, so I think it's a little bit easier for me to just kind of let it roll, I guess. If I have like a script, I can kind of just base it off of that, or just like a rough like draft of like what I want to talk about, you know what I mean? Then I can, you know, do a better job at not saying filler words that just have no meaning. So I think I'm doing a little bit better, especially because now I'm like, oh, I literally just did it again as I'm trying to talk about it. I really struggle with this, if I'm being really honest. Maybe one of these videos it'll be like video ends when I say like or and then it just like is 3 minutes long or something like that. So also, if you just saw, I just got not quite 9 lives, filling up the entire what's the word, respawn thing of the respawn anchor. I don't know what the word is for filling each individual like node or whatever on the respawn anchor. But there was one time in rank that I did that and I just blew up. So I don't know, it's kind of like a flex to do, but I still think it's kind of funny. Anyways, I thought that the last video that I did was gonna get like 20 views, and this was just gonna be like the end of the series, pretty much just me just like being like, oh well, this isn't really worth it. But it actually like started hitting people's recommended, and it got like 80, which I know isn't even like that crazy, but I think that it's just kind of surprising to me that like people will still click on a video that I'm just yapping for commentary videos, like super meta commentary, super dull commentary. I don't know, I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, I also changed my username on YouTube. It used to be Sean Sorvent, and I kind of didn't really like that because it's just my name and then my username. So it's now Parmesanathan, which is like Parmesan, and then my name, Sean, and then the name that my friends call me, which is Shonathan, like Jonathan. So I thought that was really funny. But that's the end of the speedrun. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye.